What's up guys, my name's Connor and today I'm going to be going over how to buy your first luxury watch. So there are a few different options. I'm going to walk you through my top 4. And so if you guys enjoy these kind of videos, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so the first option is probably the most well-known option, but it sort of gets confused. And this is buying directly from the store. You're going to walk into the store, you have your $15,000 ready to go cash, and you tell them, hey, I'm looking for a Panda Daytona. They're going to laugh in your face and they're going to tell you, good luck, buddy, because the wait list on that watch is going to be somewhere close to 3 to 5 years, depending on where you are and how much your AD likes you. And so that is what caused a few months ago the market on this watch to jump close to $50,000 because of how hard they were to get. So people were thinking, hey, rather than waiting 3, 4, 5 years, crossing my fingers and hoping I don't fall off the list, let me just pay the extra markup and have this watch on my wrist now. So that is your first option, and that's obviously your least expensive option, but it's also the most risky option. So the next option is if you live in a major city or near a major city like LA, wherever you might be, you can just go downtown or into whatever stores sell these watches for market value, not retail. So it's not going to be an authorized dealer, it's going to be a regular dealer. And the disadvantages of this are that these guys are going to be very good salespeople. So obviously they're going to get negotiated down by people who really understand the market, and they could get a little bit taken advantage of by people who don't understand it. You're going to have to pay sales tax on these items, obviously, like you would at retail, but you'd be buying for much lower. And obviously it's time consuming having to walk to the store and not being able to buy it online, having to haggle if you want to haggle, and obviously waiting for the watch if they say that they don't have it in stock and that they have to source it. So that's the second option. Next option, also not my favorite, but it's an option that a lot of people go with, and that's going to be the eBay, Chrono24, or these different websites that offer buyer protection but allow you to buy these watches online. So the reason why I don't necessarily like these is that they are heavily more expensive than my first option, especially Chrono24. If you're selling on there, you're going to have major fees. If you're buying on there, you're going to have major fees. But I would say one of the pros of that is if you're someone that's not very well known, you are able to sell on there to a big audience. And if you are someone who's just buying for the first time, you're able to look at the reviews on the different sellers on the platform and understand how the previous transaction had gone, and basically just kind of judge if it's worth buying off this person before you actually do. Is it safe? More times than not, yes, but obviously there are a few slip-throughs, especially with eBay that I've heard about. Is it more expensive? Yes, but you're also saving some time from the second option because you're able to do it from the comfort of your home. And then getting into the last option, which is my favorite and probably the one that I'm going to go into the most depth in, is buying from online communities such as Facebook, WhatsApp, and Telegram. WhatsApp and Telegram groups, you're probably going to get introduced through Facebook, so Facebook's definitely going to be the starting point. One of the major groups that's definitely helped me out, and so I want to help them out by including it in this video, is Moto Watch Club. This is right now probably the #1 group on Facebook to buy and sell watches in. Right now I believe they're at about 52,000 members. So if you post a watch in that group, there are 52,000 people that have the potential of seeing that watch. And if you are someone in that community as a buyer, which this group is going to be focused on, you're able to see a bunch of different watches posted, which in that group I believe it's about 200 different watches posted a day. You're able to compare it to prior ones that I've sold to get a good idea of the market value. And then once you agree to a certain price or just mark a watch sold, then you're able to run a reference check on that seller to build your comfort in sending that wire for that watch. So for those of you guys who don't know, when you guys are buying off dealers and private sellers in these private communities, wire is going to be the standard transaction. Then before you send over that wire, you're going to post in the group reference check on Connor Langley for $50,000. And with that, if 100 people have purchased off me for similar amounts and they're able to share their experience and say, hey, it was smooth, I sent the wire, he shipped next day, it was overnight shipping, great communication, item came as described, and there's 100 people like that, then that's going to add some comfortability and there's going to be some trust before you send that wire. As long as you take the proper precautions and run the correct reference checks, you're gonna have a smooth transaction. You're gonna save some money on taxes if you're buying out of state, and you're obviously gonna save some time because you are doing it from the comfort of your home. And a lot of times they can ship directly to your house, or sometimes for insurance reasons, it will be the nearest FedEx and you'll just have to pick it up there. So with that said, you have 4 different options. You have the option that takes a little bit more time and is a little bit risky when it comes to actually ending up getting the watch, because a lot of people fall off the wait list buying retail. You have the next option, which is going into your local city or community or dealer who is not authorized but still resells watches for fair market value. Then you have online websites, which are going to be a little bit more expensive, but you're going to save some time there. Or you have my favorite option, which if done correctly saves you time, saves you money, and obviously you're going to be able to build a personal relationship with these people that you deal with because you're dealing with them one-on-one. So if you're going to take anything away from this, just make sure that you're doing your transactions safely. Even when you're going to stores, make sure that they have good reviews and there's some sort of credibility there. And if you guys do have any questions or you guys are interested in buying a watch off of me, I'd be happy to help you guys out. Usually the best way is through Facebook. My Facebook is Connor Langley, or Instagram. My Instagram is @Connor.Langley, and I'd be happy to show you guys references, prove my credibility. I am a licensed dealer. Feel free to pick my brain on how to do the transactions a little bit more in the Facebook groups, or if you want recommendations for different websites to purchase off of, I'm happy to help you guys out in any way that I can. Make sure to leave a comment letting me know what you guys like best about this video or what I could fix, and also let me know what other video you guys want to see on this channel, because I'd be happy to bring it to you guys. And so thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.